Good morning, today is December 2nd, 2020, and in this video I'm going to talk about a surprise that I see coming that I don't think anybody expects, and it's the surprises that the market responds very negatively to, and I think that it's an opportunity that those who want to go short can take advantage of. So if that interests you, then stay tuned. The news. We have today the ISM Manufacturing PMI Index that was forecasted at 58.7, and instead of 58.7 it came in at 57.5. But even though it was bearish, we still see the market up 44 points on the S&P 500. If you jump into the data of the ISM Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, you can see that in 2020, during the coronavirus, which was March, April, May, you could see a huge drop. But the levels that we're at right now, it looks like we have gotten back to where we were 2018, and going into 2019, it's even higher than when we were at 2019. So why did the markets rally? We can go back to, or we could just click on the S&P 500 and look at the news. I don't look at the news too often, but if you look at the news, it shows that the Dow soared, and partly because of the vaccine hopes. One of the things that I'm very cautious about with the market that nobody is looking at, and normally markets respond very bad to unexpected news. And so we knew that these numbers are coming out, but one of the things that I see that nobody's talking about is the chance that Trump could get reelected. The media is censoring it, nobody's talking about it, but if you go to the Gateway Pundit and you see the strategy that they are using, and this is in spite of political leanings. This isn't about Democrat or Republican. This is about surprise in the market, and I tend to make most of my money off of surprises. I shorted the market in February, right before the Wuhan virus hit Washington, and I made a windfall of profit in March. Everybody thought the market was going to continue going down, and if you check my Instagram, I called the bottom of the market one day before the bottom of the market. I also have a video of calling the top of Bitcoin at 20,000 to the day of, and there's a video of that as well. So I have a feeling that Trump is going to get a second term, especially when I dive into the strategy of what the Team Trump's legal team is doing. And so I don't have time to go into all of that, but they have many paths that they are taking to go to the Supreme Court to present they're presenting their cases in every swing state. The legislative bodies of every swing state are now taking back the power of their electoral votes. There are many pathways to Trump getting a second term, and I believe he's going to get it. If he does get it, I believe that is going to set a catalyst for the market to drop temporarily, because Trump is a businessman and the economy does do good with him and his policies. But because nobody's expecting it, I believe that the market will respond in a knee-jerk fashion, and we'll see the market crash. So that is the surprise that I feel is coming, and it's going to have to come before the Electoral College, December 15th. So that's in just 2 weeks. So I think that we're going to start seeing things happen. If they do happen or they don't, it will happen in the next 2 weeks. So keep your eye on that. That's one thing in the news. The other thing in the news that's really interesting is Etherum. And they've rolled out today, the Beacon chain that is allowing people to stake Ether 2.0, and you can see that people are in the options market. Traders are buying calls because they're very bullish on Ethereum, and this comes from the Deribit derivative exchange. And so a lot of traders are buying Ethereum right now. And if you look at Ethereum, you can stake Ethereum 2.0, but you won't be able to withdraw it. And if you want to go deeper into that, you can go to their site, and you can Ethereum, and you can see the plans that they have for Ethereum. And so this happens December 1st, 2020. That's today. And it shows the plan of what they are trying to do. So they're bringing scalability, more security, more sustainability, that the computing power won't be as much because it will be proof of stake, not proof of work. So how do they plan to do that? They plan to start with this beacon chain, and this is December 1st. And then the shard chains estimated 2021, and then the docking 2022. And so this is kind of a time frame of what they're trying to do and what it will look like. And so if you want to help with Ethereum 2.0, you can stake Ethereum. And something that's really cool is that Binance and Coinbase, if you're on either one of those exchanges, they're going to allow you to stake Ethereum 2.0. And so there are some risks involved, and you can read about those risks. This is how you can stake. If you have it in a private wallet, you can set up the launch pad, confirm your address. You can learn about staking and make some money. There's some articles on the rewards of it, the risks of it, the requirements. If you are staking 32 Ethereum, then you'll be able to operate a full validator node. And so 32 Ethereum is approximately $19,000, $20,000, and you can start earning interest. So I went to, you can go to beaconscan.com, and you can look at the interest that you'll be able to earn on staking your Ethereum. So if you're planning to hold your Ethereum forever and you read through the risks and you're okay with that, you can deposit 32 Ether and put in the price, and you can fill in the costs and calculate it. Basically, it comes out to, if you deposit 32 Ethereum, that over the course of 2021, you won't be able to withdraw it for the whole year. And they don't know definitely when you will be able to withdraw it, but they say that they think the same time next year that Ethereum 2.0 will roll out. And in that time frame, you'll be able to earn about $3,000, or a little bit more than going from 32 to 34.4 Ether. So that I calculated that, and that comes out to between 15 to 16%, which is a really good return, considering that if you put it in the bank, you get less than 1. So I'm still thinking about it. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but Ethereum is responding positively to that. I think that there's the buy the rumor, sell the news going on right now with Ethereum. As you can see, Ethereum's down about 3% on the daily chart. So if we look at Ethereum on the daily chart, we're down a little for the day. But if you look at Ethereum on the weekly, Ethereum is acting very strongly. It's above its moving average, and even hugging the Bollinger Bands on the upper side. So if we had a pullback from these levels, it wouldn't be unexpected. But the potential that we have for Ethereum to get back up to its 2017 highs of 1,400, I believe we're going to get back up there. Maybe we'll get back up there 2021. Who knows? But I believe that Ethereum and Bitcoin are definitely the two most stable cryptocurrencies right now. So we're going to jump into the trades that we did yesterday and where they are and what we're going to do going forward. So we're looking at oil yesterday, and we shorted oil by selling some calls, and we made some money there. Gold, we saw that it was on a low level, and so we went long there by selling a put, and you can see that gold rallied. So both of these are doing really well, these positions. We also bought the contract outright, the SI contract. SIL is the mini silver futures contract, and you can see that today it went up today, and so we're doing really good on that. If you look at the equities market, the equities, this is where I think we're getting killed, because we're going short, and it went up 1.3% because of the news on the vaccine. And so this is something that that I've grown very accustomed to, that you want to start building. If you think the market's going to reverse, you cannot catch the move down after the move has already started to happen. You got to start building your short position before the market turns around. If you look at how fast the market drops when it does drop, you don't have a lot of time to build a position. So what I like to do is slowly build a position going short before the market turns around. And sometimes you lose money while the market is still going against you on the upside. This is what happened to me when I shorted the market in January and February, waiting for the drop in March because of the virus. Also, I lost money for several days going long, waiting for the market to turn around in March when the VIX hit a high of 80. So right now, if you look at the positions that we have, our CL position that we took yesterday is up $200. The ES is down $9,000. Gold is up $900. MES is down $1,000. That's the mini futures contract for the ES, and then silver is up another $1,000. So in looking at that, I'm gonna buy another silver contract because I believe that silvers are gonna continue to go up, and that we're very near the bottom of silver. The US dollar, I think, is going to continue to drop, and so we're going to buy a silver's contract. And again, for the purposes of the video, I'm just going to do market order. Normally I do limits and I wait for them to execute, but because this is on video, we're just going to buy at the market. So we bought another silver contract, and we are also going to see. So we're looking at gold, silver, yeah, and then we're just going to hold our equities exactly where they are. We're short the ES and we're short the MES, and we're not going to do anything there. We're not going to make a bigger position. That position that we have is a very big position for, we have 4 contracts, ES contracts, as you can see, down $9,000, but that's not bad for being up 1.5% in the ES. So we have $14,000 of available buying power left, and we are going to leave that there. So right now, overall, we are down $8,000 in our account, about 8%, because of the size that we are in. But I do believe in the next week or so that we'll see the market turn around, and that's why I'm building a short position. So you will see when the market turns around, if the market turns around, I believe it will, that there's going to be a windfall of profit in this position. That's the biggest position that I have open right now. In cryptocurrency, we made some trades yesterday that represent what we're doing in our real accounts, and we actually got in much earlier than the video yesterday, but you can see there's a pullback in cryptocurrency, and the account that was at 100,000 is down about $900. It's a small pullback, but if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin had a high of close to 20,000, and right now we're trading at 19,121. So we're going to, we have some buying power left. I want to buy SNX, and I'm going to do a segment on SNX in the next video probably. But SNX is a really exciting project that uses Chainlink as their data feed to be able to trade a lot of different underlyings that are virtual underlyings, but they're on the blockchain, and they get their data from Chainlink, and it opens up the possibilities to trade on the Ethereum blockchain using smart contracts and the data feed with Link. So that's really cool. I'll show you really quickly what that looks like. Since I think we do have time. Oh, we don't have time. We're at 16 minutes. So hope that was helpful, and we will see you tomorrow.